good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. Let's talk about it. Blazers get a 131-127 victory over the Los Angeles Clippers at the Staples Center. Blazers shoot 47 out of 86 for 55% from the field. They go 10 to 20 from the three-point land. They go 27 to 31 from the free throw line. They get 26 assists out of 47 baskets. Excellent passing from the Blazers last night. They had 33 rebounds, 5 steals, 4 blocks, and 11 turnovers. The Clippers were no slouches last night either. They went 42 of 83 for 51%. They went 10 to 27 from three-point land, 33 out of 39 from the free throw line. They actually assisted on 27 out of their 42 field goals, so they did pretty well. They also beat us on rebounding by 4. We had the same amount of steals. They only had 1 block, and they had 1 less turnover than we did. Tobias Harris scored his career high, 39 points on 15 to 22 shooting, 3 of 6 from three-point land, and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Gilgeous-Alexander also had his career high against us. He had 24 on 9 of 15. He didn't shoot well from three land, only 2 of 7, and he shot 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Gallinari had 22 on 6 of 16 shooting, 2 of 6 from three-point land, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Gortat and Bradley both came up with donuts, and that's definitely not good to see from 2 of your starters. They really didn't do much on the boards. Defensively, it was just bad nights for both of those guys. Harrell had a pretty decent night until he got ejected in the fourth quarter for throwing an inadvertent elbow, which they felt was, I guess, violent and malicious. It was just him making a basketball play, so I figured it would be a flagrant 1, but they gave him a flagrant 2 on Nurkic, and that was big time for them because the game was pretty close. And it still was close, even though he wasn't playing, but it could have been even closer in a different game if he was in there with his energy. He ended up with 15 points on 4 of 8 shooting and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Patrick Beverley had 10 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 from three land, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And he also chipped in with 11 assists. And he had pretty good defense as well, but he ended up falling out late in the game, and that was another reason why they didn't do so hot later down the stretch against us. Tyrone Wallace, he had 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting, and he got a couple of rebounds for them guys, so he had a solid contribution, which is good to see from their bench. They had Scott, he ended up with 7 points on 2 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from three land. Didn't get any free throws. And Marjanovic, he didn't play much, but he ended up with 2 points. And that was both from the free throw line. As far as the Blazers went, Dame and CJ finally went off together. Dame ended the game with 39 points on 6 of 7 from the three-point land, 11 of 13 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. He was just doing everything. He was all over. I'm sorry. 11 of 13 was from the free throw line. He went 11 of 20 overall from the field. CJ ended up with 27. He had 2 of 4 from three land. He only shot 3 free throws, and he made all 3. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and he went 11 of 19 from the field. Nurkic, he had 20 He only had 3 rebounds, but he had 7 assists. He was our leading assist man. He had 2 steals, a block, and he went 8 of 12 from the field. Excellent game from those guys. The big 3 stepped up huge, and we really didn't need the bench tonight because of how much of a contribution those 3 guys put in. Also, Mo Harkless, another good game from him. He had 13. He went 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds. He had an assist. He had a steal. He had a block. And he went 5 of 7 from the field. So excellent work from Mo Harkless. And that's what I like to see from him. He was really good defensively. He was good offensively. And that's what we need from him. Aminu had a so-so night. He only had 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field, which is good. He hit a lot of shots. The shots that he did get, he went 1 of 3 from the 3-point land, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He also had 10 rebounds. Let's see, Evan Turner, he had another good game. Turner had 10. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and he went 4 of 6 from the field. Nick Stauskas, he only got 6 shots, but he made 3 of them. They were all mid-range, or one was a layup, but both of the others were 2 mid-range. He went 0 for 1 from the 3 land, so he only took 1. Ended up with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And a solid effort from him last night. He only played, I want to say, about 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Excellent work in limited minutes. Collins chipped in with 6 points, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He went 1 of 4 from the field. He also had a block, an assist, and 4 rebounds. Myers Leonard had 2 points. He was 0 of 2 from 3 land and went 1 of 3 overall. He also had 2 assists, and he played limited minutes as well. Seth Curry, after an excellent game last time out, he came up with the dreaded donut on 0 of 4 for shooting. He tried to shoot mostly mid-range jumpers, and they just weren't falling today, or last night. He ended up with 2 rebounds. So after I thought he turned the corner, he came back and did that. So definitely got to clean that up. As far as the game overall, excellent work from the Blazers. Excellent work from the Clippers. The fact that they even stayed in the game all the way up until the end, with all the tough outs that they had, as far as Montrezl Harrell getting ejected, Patrick Beverly fouling out, Gortat didn't play well, so he sat the bench. The fact that they stayed in the game and only lost by 4 is a testament to how good of a team these guys are and how well coached they are by Doc Rivers. So, excuse me. Salute to the Clippers. They're definitely not going away. They're going to be a problem all the way throughout the season. As long as they stay healthy, they're going to be an issue. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Blazers versus Memphis game that's coming up tomorrow. We have a little 3-game homestand. We start off with Memphis, and I definitely look forward to that, to get some get back against Mike Conley and the boys. So this one will be at Moda Center, so I definitely hope to see how we started the game off or last night against the Clippers. I hope that they have that same type of effort against the Grizzlies. They're definitely a physical team, a lot like how the Clippers are, and we need this win. So I definitely look forward to watching this game, seeing how it plays out. And if Dame and CJ and Nurk have big games like they did against the Clippers, it's going to be tough for the Grizzlies to be able to win. I definitely am looking forward to the bench to actually have a better outing this go around because of how physical the Grizzlies are. And if we play the brand of defense that we've been playing, then we should definitely not lose this game. And also, the way Dame's been playing as far as his shots going the last 3 games, it's going to be tough to stop him. And I just can't wait to see that Mike Conley versus Damian Lillard matchup. And last time out, CJ was on, but Dame was kind of off. But if they both have nights like I know they can, it'll be very interesting to see how this game plays out. I definitely want some revenge against the Grizzlies and the Mavs, who are both coming to town very soon. So I definitely look forward to seeing how the adjustments that we've made the last few games go against those 2 teams, along with the Jazz as well. We have the Jazz in between those 2 teams that we recently lost to. So it'll be our first look at the Jazz this year. And I do believe that we'll win that game. I feel like we can win all 3 of these games and be 20-13 and sitting pretty in the Western Conference. But I need to go ahead and get back on this grind. Shout out to the whole entire LDBC. Shout out to all my supporters. Much love, much respect. It's your boy P Money, and I'm off this.